Hello and welcome back to G.O.A.T Mania with me, Calvin. I hope you're all doing well. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about tonight's Monday Night Raw and tomorrow's SmackDown Live, and then obviously review it afterwards, probably Wednesday. But let's get straight into it. So let's talk about the main talking points about Raw, shall we? What we could expect from tonight's Raw. Well, we saw the return of Paige last week. But she wasn't alone, as I've mentioned in my last video. She was with from NXT, Tough Enough, Mandy and Sonya, and we'll get to Ruby, Liv Morgan, Sarah in a minute, but that's another faction that's been made as well. And but for tonight's Raw, what can we expect? Well, Paige made her big return after months and months, probably over a year now. I don't know, it's been a hell of a long time since she's been in WWE. Made a return as a heel, and but she wasn't alone, as I said, with Mandy and Sonya. Looks a good faction, same as the Ruby one as well on SmackDown. They made a name for themselves on Paige's return by attacking 3 of the 4 who were in the Fatal 4-Way to be #1 contender, which it never finished. It was Alicia Fox, Sasha Banks, Mickie James and Bayley facing off to be #1 contender for Alexa Bliss's Raw Women's Championship belt. Never finished. But Alicia Fox wasn't involved in the brawl, should we say. She ran off scared. Quite funny to see. But they did attack at the 3 of the 4, which was Sasha Banks, Mickie James and Bayley. I think this is going to obviously lead up to, for tonight's Raw, a 3-on-3 match, women's match, and that's going to be a good match to watch. It's going to be Paige's first official match back in the WWE after a hell of a long time, you know, with some friends by her side as well. So I think we should expect that as well. Paige, Mandy and Sonya against Sasha Banks, Mickie James and Bayley. But yeah, that should be a good match to watch. Another talking point as well, we saw last week, as I mentioned in my video on Monday Night Raw, Braun Strowman, Jason Jordan, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H and Kurt Angle going at each other. Kurt Angle not happy with Triple H. Braun Strowman not happy with Triple H. Jason Jordan not happy with Triple H. But as I said, could this still continue to lead? And obviously, I do think so. Kurt Angle and Triple H feud. Something could happen tonight. What about Braun Strowman? Braun Strowman and Triple H. But Kane has got involved again by attacking Braun Strowman. See, I wouldn't mind this feud continuing. Braun Strowman v Kane. As we saw Kane and like Miz, Cesaro and Sheamus and everyone, you know, turn on Braun at, was it TLC? The pay-per-view before Survivor Series. And I presume he's a face, Braun Strowman. No, I think he's a face. I forget, I know how it works, the face and heel, but sometimes if you attack somebody, they could be still a heel. I don't know, but I take it he's a face. And but Braun Strowman looks like WWE will be concentrating that feud with him and Kane instead of Braun Strowman going after Triple H, which is fair enough. And then we concentrate on Kurt Angle v Triple H, which could lead to the next pay-per-view, maybe lead up to WrestleMania, which is quite a few months away still. April is it next year? But who knows? Do you know what I wouldn't mind? I know a lot of people are... I like Jason Jordan, but people agree with me his mic skills aren't particularly great. I'd like to see them go in a tag team. I'd like to see that because, you know, they're both similar. They're doing the son-father thing in WWE. I like to see that go for the Raw tag team belts. I mean, that'd be great to see. So having I'd rather see Jason Jordan in a tag team than see him as a single competitor. And I mean, it's not working for him. It's not working for him. I love the theme song, but when he comes out, he's getting all this heat. This like Roman Reigns did. It's like, I mean, does he really deserve it that much heat? I mean, he's not getting as much heat as Roman Reigns did before the Shield reunited, but I think it's because he's not great on the mic and this whole father-son thing with Kurt, and I don't know. I think he's quite cringe on the mic, Jason Jordan. Why the hell WWE split, American Alpha with Chad Gable and Jason Jordan? I have no idea. It's like what they did with Sin Cara and Kalisto, when they went different brands. I think they're still on different brands, but there's 205 now, I don't know what to count it as. But seriously, as soon as the Lucha Dragons were fantastic, when Kalisto made his debut in the main roster with Sin Cara in the tag team, Sin Cara's been there for years, but when he formed that tag team, it was fantastic to watch. I thought these two, the great tag team champs, and they're so skillful, and it's made Sin Cara look really good, you know what I mean? He's a really good competitor, Sin Cara, when he doesn't botch things in the ring. But when they split them, putting different brands, it was an absolute piss take. It really was. And I'd like to see them back together, because this is why the ratings are going down, and so many people that are not buying tickets, and you see people who have gone taking photos of all these empty seats and stuff. I mean, there's so many reasons for it. There really are, but I haven't got all day with this video. Exactly 1 week ago, Roman Reigns won the IC title, Intercontinental Championship, for the first time in his career in the WWE, and I think he's held all the belts now there are in WWE except the Cruiserweight, obviously, but I mean the heavyweight ones I'm talking about. And but who will answer his if he does, who will challenge him for the belt? That's interesting, because I don't think it'd be Miz now, because there's been talk why he dropped it. I'm not confirming anything, but I think one of the reasons why he dropped it, what I've heard, is because they concentrate on his movies. The Marine 5, Marine 6, how many he's made, I don't know, but I've never watched them. But something to concentrate on that, because he's Hollywood, movies, etc., with Miz outside of wrestling. But that's why, one of the reasons why he dropped it. So then last time we saw him on Raw, he got triple power bombed for the announce table. So they're probably going to write him off for a few weeks. The Miz, probably a month or two, less than 2 months, while he makes this movie. So who could we have challenge Roman Reigns? I don't know. There's plenty of wrestlers. I'd like to see Elias. For the last few weeks, I've started to like Elias. I really have, because he's very mysterious, and I like his singing and everything like that. I feel he's a really good guitarist. Yeah, I know I'm thinking about music here, but thinking about wrestling, I feel like he's got that image as well, and I'd love to see him answer that challenge, because he's I know he's got a feud with Matt Hardy, so I doubt that might carry on. On to SmackDown now. I want to talk about, will we get new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champs? Now, we saw, American Alpha and Shelton Benjamin looking like they want the belts, and I'd love to see them have the belts. I would love it so much, them to become the new SmackDown Tag Team Champs. Will it happen? It could happen tonight. Could there be another match between those four? I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that between those two teams. I feel like we could see that, and hopefully the belts are on the line. You never know. I love the Usos. Love new gimmick and new entrance. Newish. Been going on for a year now. Over a year, but I feel give someone else a chance now and see. I want to see what they're like. I really do. I mean, what about Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder? Zack Ryder getting even more angry every time he loses with Mojo in their team, the Hype Bros. Could there be another heel turn? I hope not. Well, I kind of hope there is, but there's been so many heel turns in the last month or two. I mean, where are all the face turns going to come from? We're going to have the whole roster being heels. I mean, can't remember now. Well, not now, but there used to be about a month ago that near enough the whole champs on both brands, even 205 Live, were all heels. I mean, we need to have like 3 face turns on both of the brands, something like that, on, you know, Raw and SmackDown. I mean, we need some face turns happening, because at the moment we've got a hell of a lot of heels, I think, at this moment. We also know as well for SmackDown that Kevin Owens will be going on one-on-one with Randy Orton. Now, Randy Orton didn't appear, he wasn't on SmackDown Live last week. Daniel Bryan sending him home part of the story. But he will be, as it sounds, on SmackDown tomorrow night. But I'm sure Sami Zayn will interfere in the match or help Kevin Owens cheat, as he has been doing, and they're both helping each other out. These, you know, now friends again, and I'm enjoying. You know, I'm not a fan of Kevin Owens. I'm enjoying this like friendship they have, you know, in WWE. I'm really enjoying it. It's great to see, and they both know each other. As I said in my last video, good chemistry. And now let's talk about the other women's faction, which is Ruby Riott coming up from NXT along with Liv Morgan and Sarah. You know, making a name for herself. Same thing, but on SmackDown, just like Raw. All 3 are heels coming up. It's great to see Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott come up to main roster. They both deserve it. But they made a name for themselves, like Paige did with Mandy and Sonya. They attacked backstage Naomi and Becky Lynch. And then during Natalya and Charlotte's match, they attacked them as well. So where does this lead Natalya? Is Natalya now a face? I don't know how it all works. I didn't mention before, I don't think. With Paige, Mandy and Sonya, all 3 of them on Raw. We'll go back to Raw now. Attacking Alexa Bliss, the other champion, but on Raw. Backstage. Does that make Alexa Bliss a face? But I don't think, according to WWE, it does, because remember Nia Jax betraying or attacking Alexa Bliss on one time on Raw, and then suddenly they see together being all friendly and pally backstage a week or 2 after, which was really annoying to see. I'm not sure if Alexa has turned face or if it leads to a face turn. I hope she doesn't. I prefer as a heel, love as a heel. Be interesting to see as a face though. Will Natalya turn back as a face? I prefer Natalya as a face to a heel though. So anyway, could that lead to possibly go back to SmackDown now? Ruby, Liv Morgan and Sarah going in a match against, well, there's 4 of them, Natalya, Charlotte, Becky and Naomi. I doubt that. It could be Charlotte, Naomi and Becky by the looks of it. So imagine that, Ruby, Liv and Sarah versus tonight. I'm not confirming anything, but this is what I think could happen against Becky, Naomi and Charlotte. And it looks like Ruby, just like Paige, wants the Women's Championship on each of their brands. And but you never know. It's obvious that Paige wants the Raw Women's Championship from Alexa. There's been one or two, quite a few, you know, I've seen people saying, no, we want Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, and Asuka to win the belt from Alexa Bliss, and Paige to go against Asuka for the belt. I mean, no, I tell you what I prefer. No, don't get me wrong. Any you know, big Asuka fans out there, I like her. I've seen her at NXT. She's a fantastic wrestler. Don't get me wrong. She's quick, she's fast, and very skillful. But I'm not that big of a fan of her. I just can't I can't support that much. You know, start rooting for her and cheering for her. I can't. I'd rather see. I think that'd be a big mistake, making an Asuka versus Alexa Bliss match for the title. I'd rather see Paige and Alexa Bliss go 1-on-1 for the title. Just like SmackDown, I think Ruby Riott wants the SmackDown Women's Championship, and that'd be a fantastic match as well. Charlotte and Ruby Riott, I think, both are very skillful, very gifted in wrestling, you know, in the ring, and I think that'd be fantastic having those two one-on-one as well on SmackDown. That'd be fantastic to watch. That will boost the ratings. I'd watch those matches: Paige versus Alexa and Ruby versus Charlotte for both championships. 205 Live. I'm not talking about that while Enzo's still champion. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching G.O.A.T Mania with me, Calvin. Please subscribe. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please share, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Please check out my videos before this video, my past videos. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Hopefully Wednesday, put out a new video, because then watch both Raw and SmackDown live Monday, Tuesday. So I should hopefully see you guys Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, whatever time it is in your country. Enjoy Monday Night Raw and SmackDown live, and I shall see you guys next video. Bye bye.